So today we're going to go over Proverbs 11 in Proverbs for Modern Life series. My name is William Tarbush. I don't have a lot to say to begin with. Next week I won't be doing any video because I'm going to a homeschool convention, and I'll just skip that week and resume Proverbs 12 the week after if I can. Proverbs 1 through 3 deals with honest dealings. It talks about fair measurements. Talks about using those in your business dealings. Pride precedes disgrace, and humility brings wisdom. Integrity is a guide, and crookedness leads to ruin. Riches, verse 4 is talking about wealth's limits. Riches are worthless in judgment, and righteousness saves one from death. In verses 1 through 4, four things are named that are bad: dishonesty, pride, crookedness, and worthless riches. They're contrasted with just measures, humility, integrity, and righteousness. So move on to righteousness versus wickedness in 5 through 11. The blameless are guided by their own righteousness. The wicked are trapped by their own sin. This is my outline. This is not the verses directly. The wicked hope dies with them. The wicked's hope dies with them. Sorry. The righteous are rescued from trouble, and trouble finds the wicked instead. A community thrives when the righteous prosper and speak freely. It is done by the wicked's words. In verses 5 through 6, God's justice is shown to be fitting. This is not in some cases, because sometimes bad things do happen to good people, but in the end, all things will be made good and just by God's ultimate dispensation of justice. Verses 12 through 14 apply to speech and community trust. Mocking a neighbor is folly, and the wise stay quiet. Verses 9 through 12 are said to be a chiasmus, that is the central part of the unit is seen to be the most important, talking about verses 10 and 11. 9 and 12 are bound by relation to the wicked, with 10 and 11 showing the vitality of silence. Gossip betrays confidence, and trustworthy people keep secrets. A foolish person can't. Nations and groups fall without guidance. Safety comes through counsel. And then verses 15 through 17 and 24 through 26 apply to wisdom and risk and generosity. Co-signing debt for a stranger is risky. Some of these are very business-like and economical. For example, be careful when you give your finances through co-signing. Be careful of signing for another, no matter what they tell you. They normally mean well, but you become the fallback option when they cannot pay the banks. A gracious woman gains honor, and ruthless men only gain wealth. Kindness benefits the giver, cruelty harms the giver. So, you kind of gain back what you give. Generosity leads to increase, and hoarding leads to want. Withholding grain earns curses. Selling it as it earns business. This is one of those business-like ones. Earns blessing, sorry. The blessing is for this person's spiritual nature, as well as granted to the overall market in question. Trading things that you have. The market benefits. The marketplace, the agora. The wisdom, justice, and prudence virtues of the Stoics are shown as essential in these verses. True versus false reward. Verses 18 through 21 and 23. The wicked's gain is deceptive. Righteous sowing brings a sure heart. Righteousness leads to life, and chasing evil leads to death. Perverse heart is detestable to God. Blameless conduct pleases him. There's another one of those, you kind of get what you give verses. The wicked won't escape punishment. The righteous and their offspring will be delivered. The righteous desire good outcomes, and the wicked expectations ends in wrath. The section refers to greed and benevolence. It is vital to see those who can engage in benevolence are given benefits by their relation to the marketplace of ideas and economy in which they engage. So everything you do contributes to the ideas in others. The more you give something, not just in finances, but ideas, the more you get out of it. So it's important to share your ideas. This is one reason that I've decided to not just consume YouTube videos and, write some of my own. Just this is a project primarily to learn more about the Bible and to make some of my own so that I don't feel like I'm just consuming all the time. Verses 22 applies to discretion and character. Beauty without discretion is compared to a gold ring in a pig's snout. So, it doesn't really help to put, as they say in modern sayings, lipstick on a pig. Security and legacy are referred to in 27 through 31. Seeking good brings favor, and seeking evil brings trouble. Another one of those seemingly karma verses. Trusting in riches leads to a fall. The righteous flourish like green leaves. So the end of this really applies to referring to people as like a tree of life. And we'll see more of that in a minute. Troubling one's own household leads to loss, so don't trouble your household. Don't show wrath to your family. Don't drive your children to anger. Those kind of verses. The righteous produce life-giving fruit is another one of those tree applications, and influence others towards wisdom. You get more by giving than you get out of gaining. The closing principle: if the righteous are repaid on earth, how much more the wicked and sinner? The core theme of the entire chapter, applies to contrasting the fruit of integrity, generosity, and righteous speech against the self-destructive pride, deceit, and greed, with a repeated emphasis on how individual character ripples out to affect community, one's personal wealth, and one's own legacy. So, if you've gained anything by this, like and subscribe. I'm, not getting a lot of viewers, so I'd appreciate any shares or subscriptions I can get. This has been Proverbs for Modern Life. I'm William Tarbush. Thank you for coming to my channel, and God bless you.